Powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome back to episode 2 of our brand new season of Soul Fire Sessions. Last week, we built a foundation with love, defining it as living out value essentials. It's the practice of aligning our actions with our deepest truths. But to truly live that way, to stand firmly in our values when the world pushes back, requires a specific kind of fuel. It requires a secret kind of courage. It requires audacity. Hmm. Tonight, we dive deep into audacity. So, yeah, let's get into this. Yes. So, audacity, what do y'all feel? What do you think about when you hear that word? What's that gut feeling when you hear audacity?
Hmm. I think of some
Several.
stories that'll make people mad.
That's what's so funny is it's you can take it as a negative trait or a
Mhm.
positive trait. And I've never really heard it
Yep.
as a positive thing. To me, when I think audacity, I think the motherfucking audacity. What? Like the nerve of you.
Right.
Mm,
Right. The nerve of this motherfucker. Like, I get it.
right.
But it's two sides to every coin, so this one definitely has one. And I think it'd be good if we dive into both sides of it tonight. How y'all feel about that?
Yes,
Oh,
let's do it.
absolutely. Yeah, because there's always a light and a dark, a yin and a yang, for better or for worse. So, yeah, I feel like we need to address both sides of it.
All right,
Yeah.
all right,
So,
all right.
part of it, I feel like, is ego. How do we differentiate between ego's audacity, which is arrogant, and the
Right.
soul's audacity, which is about rightful power? You just feel powerful.
That's where the confidence and you feel daring.
It's a lot of
hmm
ego audacity going on in this country right now, because people, boy, they on they shit right now. Like they really think they are this shit.
hmm That's what's the problem. That entitlement, that's what they're passing out is shit. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah,
Keep it to
it's
yourself.
crazy.
Because ego audacity is a sudden, violent, and it's a brilliant release of pent up energy. It's a
Hmm.
way for people to release energy that they've been pent up with on somebody else they have no business releasing it on and getting away with it.
That's that. That's that bullshit right there.
Exactly. It's
Shit.
loud. I feel like I have it served to me daily at the day job. I find myself constantly thinking the fucking audacity of you.
I think it's always been a pet peeve of mine for somebody to be angry with somebody else and to take it out on me. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Who the hell you think you talking to? I ain't did shit to you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Especially when you have no control. It's out of your hands, out of your control. You have nothing to do with it. And they come at you
Mm-hmm.
sideways. Sideways and
Mm-hmm.
left. What?
Mm-hmm.
Just like when
Yeah.
somebody gets a airline ticket and you get a bus ticket. Like, what the fuck?
What?
Right.
Fucking
The
audacity.
audacity. Right.
Right.
What
Right. What
I
happened to
wasn't
equal
deserving of
opportunity?
exactly. I wasn't deserving of that plane ticket to have me a
All right.
smooth,
Apparently
quick
not.
ride. Mm.
Didn't even mention to me that it was possible.
Oh, okay.
Right. I thought this is what we were all doing. Hmm.
Right.
That's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. The truth comes out.
Hmm. You on the bus and the bus break down and the bus driver got the audacity to tell you to calm down.
Right.
Exactly.
So I can't
How?
express myself. Right. Exactly. We have to be able to get it out. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a stressful situation and you driving, so you getting the brunt of this.
I feel like the audacity, that's why it's everywhere. Because in every situation, no matter if you're in customer service or if you're behind a counter or service somewhere, you're the frontline person. So the audacity is handed to you. off
Mm-hmm.
top. And it
Right.
sucks, but that's where it's handed because most people are not emotional intelligent enough to handle their emotions and be like, let me go scream into my pillow before I act like a fuckhead in front of this person or to this person.
Right.
Hmm.
Or it could even be in a dating situation, like the person that you're dating do some fucked up shit, and then they turn around and get mad at you for saying something about it. The
Right,
audacity of this
right.
mofo. Like, you got to be kidding me. That's when you get to looking around. You get to looking around for the camera. Like, am I on the camera? Is this a joke?
They want you to take the blame for their faults, for their actions.
People don't like taking accountability for their
Yep.
actions. For
Exactly.
real.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to admit that you're the one. You're the problem. You're
Mm-hmm.
the fuck up. You're the
Right.
issue. You need to fix it.
Right. It's like that person that cut you off in traffic and then they flipping you off as they go by because you blew the horn at them.
Or because you just got over.
Right.
Yeah, like, okay, it's what you really want. But karma
Hmm.
always comes back on them though.
It
Oh
And
will.
yeah.
then they
Karma will
want,
get them.
and then they wonder why things happening to them. Cause you do effed up stuff.
Right.
That's why I'm glad I got used to letting karma handle it because I feel like karma will handle it a lot better than I can.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Right. Karma got some audacity too.
Right. It's feisty, fierce,
Right.
unapologetic. I'm like, let
Right.
me go ahead and let karma handle that one.
Right. Karma will show your ass if don't nobody else
Hmm.
do it. I
Right.
love instant. I love instant karma too. That's some good
Ooh,
shit.
Hmm.
that be the
Me
one.
too.
That
Hmm.
instant karma. Ooh. Like, see?
That's when you know that the audacity got repaid real fast.
Right.
Right. You don't have to wonder and dream about it. You're like, I got to witness that one.
Right, because you know you be wishing it in your head, like where the police at when you need them.
And then,
Exactly.
woo.
Hmm.
Exactly. Perfect timing.
Perfect time. That's some good stuff. Sometimes you gotta have audacity though. I look at audacity in certain situations as being a boundary. You gotta set that boundary when people are trying to step over those boundaries. Like you said in customer service, you on the phone and somebody called you acting irate and y'all just got on the phone. Like who you yelling at?
Right. And
Right.
why do you feel you have the audacity, the entitlement that you can call a professional place of service and act like that? Would you want me
Hmm.
to barge up in your place, in your business, in your place, wherever you're at, acting like that? Banging on your
Right.
door, screaming, banging pots together? How would you like it? That's
Hmm.
exactly how it feels.
And you know, in a lot of cases you try to keep your composure, but after it happens so many times with so many different people, it's kind of overwhelming and then they take you out of your character.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Because how
The
much am I
audacity.
supposed to put up with this? How it's a lot, back to back to back and over and over again. So I'm
Hmm.
supposed to learn the lesson and then just constantly be around others who don't?
Right.
Weird.
So for people that are not in customer service and have to deal with that on a regular basis, they can sit on the outside looking in and try to tell you what to do or how to handle it, but they're not in that situation with the back to back to back and all the negative energy coming from it. So it's definitely understandable why you might snap sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, I always try to put it in terms where someone else can understand like the simple things of how I'm feeling or how I feel like I'm going through it. And one thing with that job is I'll be thinking about walking up to the people who call me rude every day and they want to call your line and cuss you out and they're the ones who are really rude and coming
Right.
on your line like acting crazy.
That's the
I
true
just want to
definition of
bang
audacity.
exactly. But I want to go to their house every day and bang on their door and ask them why their house is a certain color and why the sky is blue. And I want to get irate about it and kick my feet and stomp and then ask if I could talk to their family about it and how come this is and just make a big fucking deal about nothing and let them
Right.
sit.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like if we went to the grocery store and fucking cussed out the cashier all the time because of the prices of the food.
Right.
Exactly.
As if it's under their control.
Right.
Right. They have nothing to do with that. And I cannot believe that people are asking why the cost of medical services, and you're getting mad at me because medical services went up from 3 years ago. Wait a minute.
Right.
Is the
Right. Like,
cost
didn't the
of
cost
bread the
of
same?
living go up? Right.
Come on.
Right.
Why are you asking me that?
Call your congressman.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to
Exactly.
somebody
There's a lot
who
of
may
stuff.
actually be able to change that.
Point
Mm-hmm.
proven. Yes, that's what I was going to say. There's a lot of stuff where people need to put their energy, all that energy and audacity that they're spewing out onto a piece of paper and send it to the correct person who can fucking
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
help you. Shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wouldn't be
People
me.
just need to learn how to talk to people, period, first of all.
Period. That part.
Yes. Treat people. Treat people in general. Because
Yeah,
people are so
sometimes you
rude.
gotta sometimes you gotta put yourself in the other person's shoes. Like
Hmm.
like, would you like for me to call you and talk to you this way while you're at your place of business? Like,
Exactly. And then think about how I have to deal with it all day, 8 hours a day. Because I don't know
ooh,
what happened to the time where people had sense and respect and were calm when they called places and asked for help for something. It's like
mm-hmm,
that is out the window now, and I don't know why. I don't know why you think you calling here cussing at me, acting crazy with me,
mm-hmm,
and you don't even know me. I don't even know you. I don't know the situation. We can't even get to the situation because when I ask you for the numbers or something to pull up your account, you want to throw attitude and audacity around about that. Do you do that
the
same energy when you asking for money out the bank and they ask for your account number? What the fuck?
right,
No.
Mm, I'm
right,
sure you
something that they have to have.
exactly. You have to have it here too. So get
Mm,
used to
it's like going in the gas station and buying something that you have to show your ID for, and they ask for your ID. I usually just pull mine out and hand it to them, and they're like, "Oh, I appreciate you pulling out your license and not getting upset about it," because a lot of people get upset about it. Upset about what?
Right.
That's what it
That
is,
makes
and you
me
already
feel
know what
good.
it is. Exactly. Thank you.
Ooh, thank
Mhm.
you for thinking I'm young. That's how I feel
Mm,
about it.
right.
Right. But the bottom line is the product calls for you to be a certain age. They need to see that. How they gonna
Right.
know if you don't show them?
And why do
Right.
you
So,
just want those rules to just apply to you? Like, what's wrong with you? Or you get so mad because you got to pull it out. Oh, this my time. Well, you spent more time grunting and groaning and more energy and
mm,
burning more cells in your brain acting like that than just pulling out the damn ID.
Yep.
So, hmm,
Wasting your time and mine.
right.
exactly.
Made this whole situation a lot harder than it had to be because you are feeling entitled.
Hmm.
And that's where I feel like your part of audacity, like you were saying, comes in the soul audacity. That's the constant, stable, the magnificent source of power that doesn't need to be loud. You're calm, you're grounded. It just says without being so loud. It just is.
Right. Right.
It
It's,
gives life, it provides warmth and illuminates everything it touches without demanding anything in return.
mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, that's the
That's
soul audacity. That's sexy audacity. If you're passing
Yeah.
that out, I'm okay with that.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And then I also like the positive side of Audacity, which a lot of people don't talk about. Um, like somebody starting something and going through with finishing it that other people wasn't expecting them to do. They call that audacity, like the audacity of you to start Soul Fire sessions.
Mhm.
Right. Because it takes courage and being fearless and daring and the willingness to take bold risks. Like, your acronyms, dildo, masturbation. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. First thing we did was learn how to fuck. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
The strategy behind the entire show is genius to me. Like people gotta they
Appreciate that.
gotta they gotta tune in and check it out. This is a big deal. And I'll definitely give you props for it.
Yes, me too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, because that's what
Hmm.
I like to do. I like to spread good word, good energy. And that's what made me dive deep is I'm like, there's another side to it. There has to be another side to all this bad energy, anger, and tough energy, because I had a lot of it. And when you don't know where to release it, how to build yourself back up, that's tough, especially in a dark
Hmm.
place on your own. And so I just
Right.
like to spread that light and that love and uplift. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. Everybody started somewhere. Like we do a little history lesson. Robert Abbott. He was the first African American, and he founded the Chicago Defender back in 1905, which was one of the most influential black newspapers in history. His audacity was in using that newspaper as a form of communication that went way beyond just news. He used it to speak out against racial injustice, to help encourage the great migration, and to create a voice for the African American community when they didn't have one in mainstream media. So he
Hmm.
kind of started all of this and paved the way for us.
Yep,
Right.
that's where the action comes in and the willingness to act boldly.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah. I like Kathy Lee Hughes, who is the legend for finding Radio One, which also turned into TV One. She owns that platform. She started it, first
Oh,
female to do it.
see?
It's a big
Shout out.
deal.
It is a big
Hmm.
deal. When you step up,
The
you never know.
audacity doing it.
Right. You never know who needs you, who needs to hear your voice, who it will click, who will resonate with you. We're all different. We all have different energy, different, we attract different. And someone else could say the same thing I'm saying and it may not resonate. And then someone else could
Hmm.
absolutely love it. And so that's where I'm at. I'm attracting my tribe, our tribe, what's meant for us.
Exactly. It's about having the guts to be yourself, to stand up for what you believe in, and to push boundaries in a way that helps people and open up doors for other people. So we had doors
Hmm.
open up for us. So here we are because of the way that other people stepped out on faith. And that's what we doing now.
Hmm. And I like to channel my focus. Y'all know, as your inner balance architect, I always have to channel that focus on our energy systems. I like to zone in on that because a lot of us rise up and leave that behind. When we
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
rise up in the morning and put our clothes on, get dressed, we don't put our spiritual armor on and
Right.
Mm.
our spiritual clothes on. And when you start doing that daily, it starts to show up. It starts to reflect from the inside out, and it feels so good. So I
Mm-hmm.
like to balance that part out. I love to pull back the curtain on the energetic anatomy of whatever we're talking about. In this case, it would be audacity. And so it's not just a mindset, it's also in our energy. And that's what we're attracting with your mind is your energy, how you move. When you're in a negative space or thinking down or thinking bad on yourself, then that's what's going to vibrate off of you. We're all energy.
Right.
Hmm.
You are the way that you think.
Hmm.
And with audacity, it's primarily rooted in our solar plexus chakra. So that one is the third energy system, our solar plexus. And that's the core of personal power and self esteem.
Okay.
And I feel like when people have low self esteem, that's where they have fucked up audacity. Think about it.
Right.
They act out.
Exactly.
That
Hmm.
arrogance starts kicking in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Ways.
Right. Instead of I can, they want to project and put it off on other people. It's always someone else's fault.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
Because audacity shouldn't be reckless. Yeah, right. It
Right.
shouldn't be a reckless act. You shouldn't get reckless with other people because of your audacity.
Exactly.
Hmm. Hmm. So how do they fix that? How do they get themselves out of that funk where they projecting onto other people? That's the problem. People don't
Hmm.
people don't think sometimes before they react. You remember back on what was the cartoon we was watching when we was kids, Bambi? If you can't say nothing nice, don't
Don't
say
say it at
Don't
nothing
all.
at
say
all.
nothing at all.
People have left that in the ocean down somewhere for the sharks to get. They forgot about that one. They want to call saying everything that's not nice. Like, what the
Right.
fuck? And then
Yeah.
common sense isn't common. So you put those two together and it's like, wow, what are we
These are
doing?
facts. These are
Mm,
facts. Yeah,
mm, mm.
there's a lot of lessons in those shows that we used to watch when we was kids, and people just thought it was just cartoons, but it was definitely lessons in them that will help a lot of people out in their lives, especially today. Think before you speak, shit,
Right.
Please
because you
Think
quit
about
can
just
your
say
own
opening your
something.
energy
mouth.
system. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, you can say something to the wrong person and get a fist in your face, like, you know.
That's the way it takes you to learn. If it takes you to suck on your teeth to the back of your throat, then that's on you.
Hands
Gosh.
and feet
Right.
all day. Like, what are we
Some
doing?
people need that. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, I like this topic though. Audacity from different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Angles playing all over the word because it comes at you in all different ways throughout life. It could come good, bad. Sometimes you can look at somebody and be like, wow, the audacity for them to wear that. But it fits them. And it's not in a bad way. It could be something so magnificent and just different that maybe you wouldn't wear.
It's like the phrase you said where they say, I don't think I could pull that off.
Exactly. What does that mean? Can't pull it off? That's the audacity right there.
Or
Right.
the or the audacity of an entrepreneur starting a business during a
Yes.
recession
Hmm.
Yes.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
being successful with it. Like
and
the
being
audacity
successful.
of
Yep.
them. How
Hmm.
dare them? Hmm.
That's pushing through some shit right there.
Right.
Breaking
Mm-hmm.
some chains because people always want to hold you down with the statistics and what's going on around you. If you keep your mindset out of the dumps, you'll stay up,
Mm-hmm.
stay lifted.
Yeah. Black people
That,
broke a lot of had a lot of audacity back in the day when they was trying to end the Jim Crow era.
mm, now
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. Yeah.
They nobody could believe they was doing it. We sitting at this counter in this whites only restaurant and asking for pie.
Mm.
And they're talking
It's
about white only pies.
right.
Right.
It seems simple when you think about it, but it took a lot of audacity to do that.
To push through that. Yes.
Mm,
Well, that's what audacity requires. It requires grounding and being stable and having that self expression. It also ties into your throat chakra, the self expression, that will to be heard. You have to be willing to speak up, be heard. Doesn't matter
mm-hmm.
what anybody else is thinking.
Right.
Because if you don't feel safe in your own body and you can't speak your truth, you might as well go sit down in the back. Let somebody else
Right.
speak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you don't have to be negative in your audacity. Sometimes you can just be bold.
Yeah, that's having audacity, living your values, living values and authenticity and speaking your truth, but not being overbearing or overwhelming or rude or disrespectful. It doesn't have to go there.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Or feeling entitled.
Hmm.
Right. That's one of the worst ones.
Mm, yeah.
Right.
Feeling entitled. You really do believe that you're that important that the rules don't apply to you. That's a problem.
Huge.
I notice people have that entitlement when it comes to having the hard conversations. because we were never taught how to
Mm,
have the hard conversations. Yes, we could say good job and do this and something simple. Oh, I just want to take care of this today. But when it comes to something hard or difficult, that's where, if you'll notice, the projection comes out. That's where all the rude, disrespectful audacity comes out, just because they don't
Mhm.
know how to deal with their own emotional intelligence and their own self.
and
So,
Right.
then they're looking at you like the audacity of her saying something to me. Does she not know who I am? If yeah, I know who you are, and it doesn't matter.
well, they get upset because you set the boundary. Once you set the boundary and you stand up for yourself, you're the bad person then.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Wait a
I
minute,
think
you
it's
have strength and you set the boundary and I can't walk all over your ass with my audacity? Then they get mad.
right. It's not
That's bad.
enough people. It's not enough people setting the boundaries. That's the reason that they do it because they've been getting away with it for so long.
Mhm.
Right.
Not enough people had the audacity to shut all of that down early on, like as the old people used to say, nip it in the bud.
Right.
And we didn't. We was walking around letting them toss it around. And now that it's
Mm,
hot as fuck, nobody wants to deal with it. Mm-mm.
right, until they run into that right one.
That's gonna tell their ass, put their ass in their place.
Right,
Then they gonna be on the right side of audacity. Like, okay, I get it now.
exactly. Who you think you talking to?
Mhm. That's part of balancing it out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
audacity is action too, from internal to external.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, it's that energetic understanding, talking about the practice of it. Your
Mm-hmm.
internal, what riles you up, what makes you even want to have the audacity, and then how you external, how you release it out to on others, with yourself. Do you
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge it?
Right.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like with politicians making audacious reform proposals. If it's admirable, then it's good for the public, but annoying if it's, simply just to get attention.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not
Right.
doing shit if you're just rambling and speaking up, sounding like Charlie Brown. Womp womp womp.
Sounding like
Right.
the uh, adults on Charlie Brown.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not getting
Exactly.
anything accomplished. We're not talking about. I feel like that's the one that's up there right now is doing. Like you talked all that getting in there, and then all of a sudden, what are we doing? Oof, fucking audacity.
It's got to be for the greater good of everyone, not just for yourself or the people that you feel like think like you.
Hmm.
Right.
And that takes a lot of audacity, for real.
Well, we all
Shit.
have to acknowledge that in ourselves. So that's where it starts. Where do you feel like right now? What's one area in your life where you feel you're lacking that sacred audacity, where you could turn up a little bit and where you're not being
Mm,
audacious? Mm.
yeah, that's a deep one now.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah, because
things
it
that
forces
make
you
you
to
go,
look into
hmm.
self again. Exactly. Where am I not being audacious? Hmm.
I think that's something that people should ask themselves in the morning as soon as they rise.
Yes. So you can put at least your big toe towards a step towards being audacious and a goal towards that.
I
Right,
think
because I
mine would
don't
be in the patience aspect because um, I find
got a short
myself,
fuse.
yeah, exactly, getting
Right.
angry over the smallest thing. And I'm just like, what did I just get mad about that for? That was so stupid.
Yeah,
Right.
I find
I
myself
still
doing
need to
that
work on that
sometimes.
active listening. I need to put the detective suit and all of that away, thinking I've got it all down pat before I have all the evidence. What the hell?
Right, right, right.
So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't take the excuse from people where they say they got up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, I'm gonna need you to get back in and get off on the other side.
Try again.
No, nobody wants to deal with your stuff all day because you got up in a bad mood.
Mhm.
Because, like you said, it's negative energy and it brings other people down.
Right.
Hmm. I'm definitely learning though because my friend was irritated and we were texting and he was like, you know what, this isn't a good time. I'm kind of irritated. And I'm like, oh, that's a grown
Mm,
way to look at it,
right.
to
That's very
handle things.
mature of you.
That is very
Right.
mature of you. Mhm. I do notice I do try to step back when I'm extremely mad. I don't want to talk it because you can say those things that you don't mean, and then you can't take that back.
Hmm.
Like, let me just
Right.
calm down a second, because
Yeah,
that's
because
what I
words can
realized.
be very hurtful.
Mhm.
That's definitely can
And
get pushy because they feel they take it personal. They're like, what I do, and it ain't got nothing to do with you sometimes. But we take it personal into heart. So he's like, it gotta be something I did. And then we get in our head.
not only men take it personal, but women also. Words have
Hmm.
strong meaning, especially when, it feels like a jab. So,
Right,
Yeah,
especially when
true.
you care about that person. Because I feel like if I don't give a fuck about somebody, it's like, okay, later. But if I'm really caring and feeling somebody, then you dig deeper into it. You start looking at stuff you probably shouldn't be, and taking it more
Right.
personal when it's not.
Right.
hmm
And
right,
and and I think it's the people that you care about the most that know how to push those buttons.
Right.
right.
Like, wait, what just happened?
Because that's one of the examples of the audacity on the negative side is the boundary bulldozer. That person that comes in, completely ignores your clearly stated boundaries. That would be like if when he told cousin, "Oh, I can't talk to you." What? Oh, and get an attitude and start putting him
Mm-hmm.
down just
Right,
because he said that. They just try to
right.
Mm-hmm.
bulldoze over you because you just set a boundary. Mm-mm.
Right. Yeah. So it's really much. It was really mature of him to say that and let you know. I just need a little space.
It made me realize that maybe I have some things to work through still so that I can, do the same thing and not just take out my anger out on somebody else because I'm angry about something that they don't even have a clue that I'm angry about or that they
Mm-hmm.
didn't even have anything to do with.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's that emotional side of it. Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes people will have a whole conversation in their head with you talking back to them and you hadn't even talked to them. So,
Right. That had a whole play out in their head, a whole story. You done did this, this, and that, and the other, and they feel like you just know. Going, oh, hmm, mm-hmm, Devar.
it def it de- it de- it definitely can happen.
That's what I'm saying. There's all kind of audacity floating around here, and sometimes it dresses up with high heels and red lipstick. Yeah.
Oh, coming in the front door.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's the
funny.
thing. When you have a situation where someone hurts you and you finally get the courage to tell them how you feel, and they turn around
Mm-hmm.
and they get mad at you and say, "I can't believe you're attacking me. I can't believe this after all I've done for you." Then it's like, "Damn."
Right. You always asking how I feel. Now I finally tell you, and here we go.
Right, you flipped it on me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm attacking you. That's that's that
Mm-hmm.
emotional pickpocket. You just pickpocketed me because you tried to
Right.
pick it out of me, and then you got it out my pocket, and now you're turning it on me. Mm-mm.
Exactly. Yeah, that's that thing that shut a lot of men down. uh, Finally opening up and talking about their feelings, and then they get attacked for it. It's like, okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Won't be doing that again.
Right, I'm not saying another damn thing.
Right.
I hope you got every word of that because that's the last one you're gonna get.
That's that bad
Mm-hmm.
audacity. It's ego driven because it
Mm-hmm.
disrespects others and it comes from a place of lack. And so you have to control. Mm.
Mm-hmm. And I never understood the benefit of that. What does that make you feel?
How does that make you feel in your divine power? Mm.
Right. Yeah, because it shuts me down. You know what? I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's playing the victim. And once you play the victim, then they're the perpetrator. And it's the manipulative power grab. They manipulated it, turned it around on you, and then next thing you know, you're kissing their ass and apologizing. You're like, "What? I didn't even do anything."
Hmm.
Right. Wow.
And that
Been there,
was
done
their
that.
way to avoid accountability. They didn't have to own up to anything, and they make you question your own reality. Now you're sitting there like, "Oh, I've done everything. I made them mad," and the whole script and flipped on you. You didn't even do shit.
Come on. Come on, Raz. Preach over there. I hear you. Where my doggone, where my dollars at? I need to put something in the jar. 'Cause pass the plate around.
That's
For
that
real.
audacity that gives the word a bad name. And that's the
Mm,
most kind of audacity that I've been around. So that's why I had to definitely dig to the other side and see that there is good audacity. But there's
Right.
ego driven and then there's that soul driven. And when it's coming from
mm-hmm.
the ego, that's usually when it disrespects others and comes from that bad place.
Yeah, that's when it's that blatant disregard. But when it's on the positive end, just like with Rosa Parks, she had the audacity to, you know, overturn basically that whole scenario, overturn desegregation on buses.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we
Definitely.
needed.
Cause she made the decision to sit at the front.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Definitely. So yeah, I think it's a good thing to take charge and be bold and go after your dreams, no matter what other people think or if they think that you can make it or not. It's up to you and your determination and your willpower on making your next move, no matter what it is. Even if it's going after a job that you may not be qualified for, you gotta have some type of audacity and boldness to go in there and do that. And
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
people will be mad, they'll feel like the audacity of this person that came in here and got this job and they not
Hmm.
Right.
qualified. Hey,
Exactly.
don't get mad at me.
It's like this lady today. I was down having dinner, and me and the other girl that's in the training class with me, she comes up. She's like, "Are you guys in college? You guys are studying?" We're like, "No, we're just doing we're going over stuff for our CDL. We're going to be driving trucks." She was like, "Really? You are?"
Mhm.
She's like, "The audacity of y'all."
Right. Like,
Super
wow.
surprised.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. The fact that she was so surprised by that.
Exactly.
Yeah, women drive trucks too, quite a few.
They do. Mhm. And they've probably never met a strong, powerful woman like that, and that's why they be like, "Wow."
Right.
Hmm.
It does take some shit to do that.
Yeah, just because they wouldn't do it, they feel like,
Right. Right.
There's a whole buildup. There's a whole architecture of audacity, and it takes your whole
mm-hmm,
buildup throughout because you have to have discipline, go to school, learn it, stick with it, even when you feel like you're failing. I remember cousin was like, "Damn," felt like she wasn't back in the damn truck up that day. Text me like, "The fuck? Did I do the right thing?" You gotta keep
Right.
right. Yeah,
And now look at me showing out. Oh my.
right.
right. You
Amazing.
did it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You did it. Yeah, I got unloaded today. Well, I thought I got unloaded, and I pulled my truck out to close the doors, and it was still product on the truck. And I was like, "What happened?" And the woman was like, "Oh yeah, that's going to the other plant that you just came from." And I'm like, "I'm not going back there." She was like, "Yeah, you going back there tomorrow?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she was like, "Well, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow because I'm getting ready to go home. Come back at 6 o'clock in the morning." The audacity of her just assuming that I was able to do that.
Right.
Right.
Like you didn't have nothing else going on.
Right. First of all, I wasn't even gonna be. Yeah, first of all, I wasn't even gonna be awake at that time of morning. Just set my schedule over here. Like, what are we doing?
Hmm. Immediate thought, the audacity.
That's mainly how I've looked at audacity over the years. Was always from a negative perspective, but
Me
Mm-hmm.
too.
like you
Same.
said,
Yep.
it's two sides to it, and I didn't really look at it like that until I started doing a little research.
Same.
That's what's so great about this podcast because not only do we show and teach self love, but we also give you two different aspects on words. Just one word, you get two different sides.
Hmm.
Exactly. All kinds of play on
Definitely,
it. I love it. Yeah.
definitely. So
Have you
yeah,
opening your
I'm.
mind, going down your own rabbit hole. Dig it up.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Right. That's why I'm loving the way that we doing these words now and making a conversation just based off of a word, and we're letting the audience choose the words for us. I think it's a fun, intuitive way to get the audience interacting with us, and then at the same time it's giving us spontaneous conversations to talk about. So I'm loving it.
Mhm. Yes,
Me
it's
too.
spontaneous. It brings our community together. It brings that energy as a collective, which I love. We get to see what others want to talk about. We can build together. Think back
Hmm.
when we were talking about at that community fire about audacity, about love. I think that's amazing.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. And yeah, we get to talk about things that the people in the audience want to hear about or want to talk about, and um get a different perspective on it. That's all, just a good conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I love it. I love it here. I love this season where we're going with it, how we're playing all over these words.
Right.
That's leading us
Literally.
next. That's where we're going, is to our community fire. So, still during the community fire, you always can fire off any questions you have for us, anything y'all want to talk about, anything you want to bring up. It's community, not a clique. Remember that.
Right. Right. Tell us about some situation where audacity came into your atmosphere and how it
Right.
affected you.
Whether it's
Hmm.
positive or negative.
Right.
Exactly. We're here to support. We're here to listen.
Yeah, or maybe some type of audacity that you had yourself.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because that's the first step is acknowledgement. So go ahead and acknowledge what you got going on.
Right. Look within yourself and be honest.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I'd have to say, remember one thing from this, from Audacity, the two sides of it. Remember the ego Audacity is the performance for an audience. You're trying to perform, it's fake, it's from your ego. And soul Audacity is the creation, it's from your source. It feels grounded, it feels safe, it feels soft, and it's not so loud. So that's how I would leave the play on Audacity there.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely a good play on words right there. Give them
Hmm.
something to think about.
Think about that all week. And when you're handing out that fucking audacity, stop and think about it. Would I
Yeah.
want this same audacity handed to me on a full
Right.
platter?
Right. Don't serve it up if you ain't ready for it to be served back to you.
Man,
Hmm. Yes,
because it might come 10 times harder than yours.
Right.
exactly.
Because every action has a equal or opposite reaction, and you can't control how people react to your actions.
Hmm.
Sometimes it might be some small, it might be some meager, but then at the same time it might be some outrageous in your eyes, but it may be warranted.
Hmm. Sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's a lesson. And sometimes it'll
Yeah.
keep happening until you learn the lesson.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like uh when you react to someone, or you act out towards someone, you don't know what type of day they may be having. It may be
Exactly.
Hmm.
that it
Oh
may
my
be the
goodness.
wrong day.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I've seen people get hurt or killed
Mhm.
not
Right.
Yeah.
knowing, just because they didn't know what that person was going through.
Hmm.
Hmm. You
You
never
have
know.
no idea.
So sometimes
Yes,
that's why it's best to try to talk it out and express and have those hard conversations because maybe that's what they need. Sometimes people just need to talk and they don't even know they have pent up energy and they need to release that throat chakra expression.
that's that's real right there. Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. Some people just need to talk sometimes, and then you come at them like wrong or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it might not be that. That might not be the day you wanted to do that.
Exactly. Once it happens, it's like,
Right. It's
here's
kind of
that.
like going through the drive-through and ordering your food and getting up to the window, and the girl at the window or the guy at the window has an attitude, and you like, well, I really didn't make you come in today. You could have stayed at home with that. Keep that
Hmm.
audacity at the house.
And out of my food, please.
Right.
And thank you. Don't put that shit in my food. Mm-mm. Make it with love, please.
And the words that you put on my receipt, because
Exactly.
I
Whoa.
could have went back in there and did something to you.
Right.
Right. Rise don't like the way I be talking to the waiters and the waitresses. She like, wait, don't order my food no more.
Yeah, because he kind of get a little bit snappy, and I'm like, they gonna put a pubic hair in there. You
Like
gotta cut that out.
I be feeling offended because I know I got this southern drawl and I feel like they acting like they can't understand me because of that. So I try to speak clearly, but sometimes it come out a little loud and a little brash. You
Mm,
know.
and I'm Lil. Mm. I'll be like, dang, they gonna spit in our food now. It's over. Should we just go somewhere else? Like,
Right.
God. Ugh. I said, I'm like, oh gosh, oh no. They they pulling the pubic hairs off right now, mixing it with a good loogie in your shit. Ugh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I did
I don't
not
play
say
that with
it
my
like
food.
that.
Make my food with love. I do not like that. I don't get no people making my food. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Right.
Yes, you can have all the time you need.
And it
Please.
took me out of character. I'm over here all smooth and stuff. Yeah, let me get what was that? This mother.
I said, I'm like, oh no, don't say it like that though.
Too late.
The
It's out.
audacity. Oh
Right.
gosh. I'm trying to tell him I feel the audacity for the people behind the window because I'm
Mm-mm.
feeling it coming off of him like, damn, you ordering the food. I can't understand your country ass and you wanna
Right. And
you
I'm
wanna
over
get
here
mad at
like
me.
the audacity of him. He making fun of me.
Right. So you see how that audacity just got bounced back and forth and y'all had a whole little thing? That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like Bernie Mac over here. He teasing me.
That's why sometimes you have to just step up and let it go. You got to pick your battles because
Hmm.
sometimes that
Mhm.
audacity will have you in a situation where you be like, damn, if I would have just walked my ass away from this
Right.
audacity.
Like I
Right.
said, sometimes that's when I should have checked myself.
Hmm.
Sometimes people get beside themselves. Sometimes, you got your kids get beside themselves sometimes like that. Like,
Hmm.
mm,
Mhm. I
you
know I
smelling
have.
yourself over here like who you talking to?
Right.
Hmm. What you always say they bigger than the program?
Bigger than the program. And that whole program going to get their ass in trouble. They
Right.
Man.
following the wrong program.
Hmm.
Crazy. They be tripping me out.
Right. Like what you looking for? I'm looking for my child because you ain't it.
For
Absolutely
real.
not.
Where'd you come
Right.
from? Because you didn't come
Right.
from me.
Hmm.
Who the
Right.
hell sent you here?
Because these kids, they definitely have some audacity these days. If I would say some of the
Man.
stuff these kids said, my teeth would be on the ground. I'd be looking for my whole mouth to pick up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Uh,
I wasn't halfway brave enough to say some of the stuff that these kids say to us. So
me either. Because
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
you you would get chopped in the throat real quick. Like first
Right.
of all, how you just walk up while grown folks talking and
Right.
over here pulling on somebody, mama, 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 mama. If you don't get out of here,
Interrupting me. Mm.
right? My
Yeah, we
mama
couldn't
wasn't having that.
interrupt. There was all kind of stuff. You couldn't come in and out the house throughout the day when it was hot. But I just want some water. Drink out the hose.
You
Hose
ain't
works.
sitting up in the room while grown folks in here having a grown up conversation. Like,
We
mm-mm.
just sitting there
couldn't
listening.
even go in the refrigerator when we wanted to. These kids be
Right.
Oh my
eating up
God.
everything as soon as you buy it from the store.
Right.
I
They be
used to
telling us, no, you can't open all those boxes. Pick one to open and you can open the next one next week. Like,
Yep,
oh,
right.
yep.
okay.
I used to be in there looking in the refrigerator every 30 minutes. My grandma would look in there at me and say, "It's the same thing was in there 30 minutes ago. Shut my refrigerator door and get out of here."
Oh, they used to tell us the kitchen was closed. We'd come in there to get some. Oh, the kitchen's closed. You're gonna have to wait till it's open again. We'd be so
Right,
sad. Mm-mm.
right.
Now these kids go in there, they have every box of everything that you just bought open. I wanted one of each.
Mm-hmm. And we
Yeah.
over there so timid and stuff. Don't you want to go outside? No, not really. We were made to go outside. Get
Mm,
out and lock the door.
right. Be having to ring the doorbell when you want to come in and eat lunch.
Yeah, my grandma had a screen door lock where she could see us, but we couldn't come in.
Right.
Definitely, these kids definitely different nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The audacity
Teen,
different. Whew.
it don't even have to be teenagers either. Like the little ones, you be like, this mofo been here before.
Mm-hmm. They come out holding the bottle and asking, why didn't you pay the rent on time? Like, what?
Right,
Where's my clothes?
right.
What?
Like,
Didn't you just
like,
get here?
like, mom, get out of my room. Like, what? Your room?
Right. Right.
When,
It's
when you start paying bills?
bills, exactly.
That's it.
They hit a month. They like, can I drive?
Hmm?
Gosh. The hell?
Actually, I'm leaving out of town. Mom, you ain't gonna leave the keys to your car? Hell no.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Excuse me?
Mm, mm, mm.
Wow.
You think
Right.
I'm gonna let you drive while I'm not here and I don't even let you drive when I am here? No.
Right. You get no sleep at. Don't you realize I got work to do? Right.
They like, you don't need it. You ain't using it. Really? That's
Mm.
supposed to make it be yours or be there for you? No.
Talking about, well, I guess if it's an emergency, I'll just call 911. You damn right.
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 You sure will. And they'll
Figure
be here
figure
quick.
it out.
Yeah, they
Right.
got your back. That's funny.
Got they got stuff. They got people for that. Like call Uber.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's an app for that. You got a situation. There's an app for that. Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Y'all
Yeah.
in different times. Y'all are blessed. Y'all are blessed because we didn't have that.
They don't know. They just don't know how blessed they are.
They don't because we had to get in the snow when it was up to our knees and figure it out.
And be
Hmm.
walking to school.
Mm-hmm.
That was the entitlement side of the audacity.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that's what they grew up with. What? All
Well,
that kicking and screaming.
I'm from Mississippi. If the weatherman say it's gonna snow outside tomorrow, ain't even gotta snow. He just say it's gonna snow. They shut the school down. The whole city shut down.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
I
Don't even
wish.
get a doggone. Don't even get two snowflakes. But we still out of school all day. It's different in the South. They're not prepared.
Yeah, they're not ready for that. We had to go. Well, now these kids it's the same way. They're like, "Ooh, it's a little bit cold outside. Go ahead and stay in." I'm like, "What?"
Right.
Like,
Hmm.
weren't you born here?
Right.
We
Mm.
was out there looking like the Goodyear tire man, all swole up with fat coats on, with
Right.
with the bubble coat on and stuff. Our generation created pullovers.
Right. Ours had the windbreakers. Remember the
Yeah.
Yeah,
windbreakers? Mm.
mm-hmm. Shit, we had the whole windsuit.
Isn't that's what I'm talking. That's what it was. The
Yeah,
pants and the jacket and
yeah, the
different
pants, the
colors.
jacket.
And you
Mm-hmm.
wear the turtleneck. Oh, ouch. You got
Right.
your turtleneck on under your windbreaker windsuit. You was the shit.
You was fly.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I was fly when I had the jelly shoes on.
Oh,
Right.
not the jelly beans. Okay.
The jellies.
You done took it back for real.
I was fly with my double socks. No matter what color I had on, I would wear the two colors to match socks. So
Yes, I
if I
love
had
that.
on blue and white, I would have a white sock on and a little bit of blue showing. That was fly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Our
making me
creativity.
think when I had the slick the brand was called Slick, and they was like some overall, like the overall shorts with the straps over the shoulder and stuff, and we would have one strap hanging down and the other one up.
My, yeah, we really thought we was the shit. If you had both straps up, you were a dork.
Right.
Yeah.
I was look, but it's funny. I was the first one in my school to have it. And I was looking at my mama like, "Mama, they gonna think I'm a farmer finna come in here with these straps, shoulder straps
Right.
on and stuff." I was like, the audacity of this woman to buy me this, and
Right.
then she made me wear it to school, and everybody was on it. Like, and
Mm.
it didn't take long for other people to start buying them, and wearing them, and so I guess I was a kind of pioneer in my school with it.
The
Right.
audacity of my grandparents to give me a mullet with curly hair.
Ooh.
You know, I was looking like a
Yes.
whole ass poodle.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And they would just send us off like that. Oh goodness.
Yes. Like, you
Mm.
cute. No, I'm not. I look like
No.
a ridiculous kid.
Right.
And
And
then when
these
people want to come
kids
around, you got the nerve to pull them pictures out. Ooh.
Oh, right. Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
these kids get a pimple and they stay out of school for a day. Like, what are you doing?
I'm not showing my face like that.
I went to I had to go to school with so many pimples, look like I had the measles.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh. I remember I went to school with a roller in my bang. Oh my gosh, people would not let me live that down. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh
Yes,
my
now
God.
people go to the store with whole bonnets on their head, but I had that roller in my
Right.
head. It was over. I was the clown of the century. Might as well put a whole paint my face. Bozo the
Right.
clown. Mm. So embarrassed. I bet you every time before I left school, I tapped the front of my forehead, make sure that roller wasn't in there. Whew.
hmm Talk about audacity. I just think back now. I'm bald head. I think back in junior high, I went to school with the high top like kid and play.
Oh, wow.
Right. Like the audacity of this dude to wear this to school.
Oh, goodness. Hmm.
That's the picture I be hiding. And I had all the pimples. Yeah, it wasn't right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was when Proactive was out. My mom was buying me Proactive to put on. I think it was breaking me out even worse.
I was gonna say that never worked for me. I
Me
figured that out. I'm
neither.
like, I think this is making it worse. Let me go ahead and stop. Stop using that. Start clearing up.
From
I'm like, ain't
from
that
the
a
smell
bitch?
of it, I think it was just alcohol. Like
Mm,
what am I
mm.
what am I putting
Drying
this
out our
stuff
skin.
drying my skin? It had my face so dry.
Oof. Mm-mm.
Products
So
weren't
yeah,
meant
this has
for
been
us.
amazing. I love this audacity conversation. I love all this. And so during the live show, we're definitely gonna get some more words, powerful words to play on. We have
Can't
some
wait.
contenders. Yeah, last week they had some good ones. So we appreciate all that effort and inputting, that energy. I've been thinking of some myself. We got forgive still. I still love that one. Surrender, alignment,
Right.
because I love to balance y'all out. Resilience,
And
that's a good one.
yeah, I still like the growing pain one too. I think
Growing
that will
pains, that's a good
Yeah, I think that would be a
conversation.
good one.
Hmm. So we definitely want y'all to tap in.
Literally the painful part.
Exactly. Growing and the pain. Growing pains.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want all y'all to tap in. Let us know. Let us know what you're thinking. What's your vote? What is your soul craving to hear or talk about? What word would you like to explore?
We here to
Right.
talk about it. Whatever it is, lay it out. Let's hear it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's explore together next Wednesday. Every Wednesday night, y'all, at 7 p.m. Mountain. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't get confused.
Hmm.
Oh, this was beautiful. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for voting and co creating this journey with us. We love it. And so, as we close tonight's fire, I want you all to just take a deep breath and place your hand over your solar plexus and feel that power center. Your challenge this week, I want you all to perform one audacious act fueled by energy. Great, high, uplifted, positive energy. Doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be true and authentic. Use that root to throat chain. Think about your root chakra all the way up to your throat. Make sure you're expressing, make sure you're grounded, and feel your feet on the ground. Summon your energy, that inner I can, and express your truth. So make sure all week y'all are living with that authentic audacity, the sacred audacity, the positive kind. And we can't wait to see you all next week and explore whatever powerful word that we choose. Make sure you keep your fire burning. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a spark.